Alrighty, so first things first, do something productive, like put away something, and then come back and watch the video. Now, you haven't heard music yet, but that's because like the first track is going to be a little distracting, and I want to do a stupid little funny bit. So here we go. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but I've been weeding a lot. Oh, that's not even full screen. Screw it! I've done so many goddamn takes, I don't care anymore. But yes, I've been weeding a lot. Like, a lot this month. So I decided to go freaking play Killing Floor music, because that's what you're doing when you're outside. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Oh, I've been killing the floor, which is also why I'm in a Zelda world, because you kill grass in Zelda games. Oh, apparently that's on the... Oh my god, I was not prepared. But yeah, and also Killing Floor is very nostalgic. I want to go say how much I freaking love the Killing Floor music. It's so nostalgic, and that's like the other reason why I decided to go do Killing Floor music, because a little bit of a carryover from the nostalgia filled day from like last month. So yeah, because when I first listened to Killing Floor, there was so many years where like I didn't listen to anything that was good for music. I'm just like, there's got to be something. Am I too old now? Am I never going to listen to like awesome music ever again? And then Killing Floor came along, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like my jam. It's like, oh my god, everything's so good. What is this? So yeah, I'm happy with like the Killing Floor music. That said though, like I mainly like the dirge tracks, Abandon All, and a couple others. And then like most of the other music is like usually event themed, and it's a very different feel. But like the ones that like Killing Floor started with, I really love. All right. So now that mentioned, now I'll actually talk about the vlog type stuff. Let's see here. Well, first of all, I'll just... Oh my god, I was not prepared. I thought I was prepared, but apparently I was not. But yeah, I'm just gonna let you go see a quick thing real quick. Yeah, that one. Yeah. But yeah, my notes. You can go pause it if you really... Wait, I did do it, right? Oh shit, I started from the bottom. Ugh. I swear I was prepared. I swear. I had so many technical difficulties. I felt like it was like a whole hour of technical difficulties. But yeah, if you want to see like my more specific nuanced thoughts, feel free to go pause things. But yeah, I'm gonna like talk about the gist, because I took quite a bit of notes for the days that I did take notes. I did miss like a week of notes, but yeah. I was waning off of like caffeine and such, but then like past couple days I kind of messed up, which is why I'm kind of talking like I am right now, because I had 2 monsters today and I just barely drank the other one. So I'm gonna be rambling again, and I'm not gonna do this ever again for a vlog. I need to stop with the monsters, and that's what I'm gonna be doing this next month. Is I'm gonna be doing monk mode, but I'm not gonna talk about that just yet. So yeah. All right. What was I gonna talk about now? But yeah. Oh yeah. The other thing. Actually, I'll go talk about the monk mode now. So, what I'm planning on doing next month is I'm going to remove as many distracting things as possible from my life, so I can increase my focus for a bit. Like, I kind of did like a semi-monk mode kind of thing for a few days this month, and it increased my focus significantly, and I was able to relax and so many other things. So I'm like, oh shit, it really is that bad. So I guess we are going to go full on this monk mode thing. The only problem is, like, a lot of people are suddenly like, oh, you're playing games? Let's go do that. So I'll go see what happens there. But yeah, I'm sure they'll understand if I tell them. Even though, like, everyone's like super into Smash now, I can just leave it towards like the end. But yeah, outside of that, like, it's just gonna be like computer off all day basically. I'm just gonna be doing chores. And definitely, since I'm weeding, I'm gonna be like getting rid of all of those weeds, because those first like 6 pictures or something, that was all pictures of my fence. There's supposed to be a fence there. You don't see the fence at all in those pictures. Yeah. So I like let it get bad for like a couple years, because the past couple years I wasn't feeling too good. So now I'm gonna go get rid of all those freaking weeds that have been springing up, because part of the problem is, the reason why I didn't get rid of them earlier is because I think vines look really freaking awesome. But that gave me an excuse to not get rid of them, because I love the way the vines look. So I let them get a little too carried away. I'm sorry. Oh, I love the Killing Floor music, and Dirge Disunion 2 is like probably my favorite of the Dirge tracks, because it goes the high note and then the low note, and then you got the like the extremely low bass in the background. It's just like, oh, I love it. And I usually don't get to hear it when I have my headphones on. It's a little bit quiet for me right now, because I have it set to 2 right now for like the sound volume, and I still want to make sure it like didn't like get too distracting, but it's probably gonna be a little distracting. But yeah, yeah. What else was I talking about? Did I ever? Oh my god, I am so scatterbrained right now. Because this past week I was playing MechWarrior a bunch, and then like I was also playing Smash with people, because I wanted to get like all the gaming out of my system before I did no gaming whatsoever. So I kind of wrecked my sleep a little bit. So yeah, and then of course I've had the monster, so not having enough sleep and then having a monster, like, I'm gonna be a little scatterbrained in this recording. I swear I won't let it happen again. All right, but yeah, when it comes to like this monk mode thing, the only time I'm getting on my computer is to check messages, and then to just relax or do like Dr.K's like modules and such, because I got the little modules, and they've been helping me a lot, because they're like a recap of like everything that I've learned in life, but then they actually explain like why those things are, and it's a nice recap of things, and then there's some things that I forgot, and it's nice to have a reminder of. So that's been actually really wonderful. Of course, a lot of the things that are like in the module are like in his other videos, but the module is nice because like it all like it's all very easily accessible and all that. I do think it's a little redundant based off of what I've seen so far, but like it's been very helpful. I'll talk more about that later in the mental checkpoint. Oh snap! Oh wait, someone up. That was my Discord, by the way. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn off notifications. Again, I swear I was prepared. I was not prepared. Oh my god, that music. I love that music. Get out of the room of the rain. I'm not in the room of the rain. I'm in Zelda world. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the reason why like I'll let myself be in VR is because VR is like the only place I can really relax. I'm going to be like removing everything out of my room because usually one of the big problems with me trying to go to sleep and relax in real life and generally, like, is because my eyes will dart around the room and I'm like, oh, I gotta go do that, I gotta go do that, I gotta go do that. But when I'm in VR, it's like there's usually a lot of blank walls or there's not a whole lot of things. And I'll generally go to worlds with, like, the rain is the focus. So it's like, I can't do anything. So the only thing I can do is just relax. So, yeah. But I'm gonna see what happens when I remove everything from my room. See if I can fall asleep, like, as relaxed as I do when I sleep in VR. Because it has happened a few times, but usually it only happens if I'm in VR a lot, and then I can transfer that over to real life. So, yeah. But yeah, speaking of, like, I've been in VR a bit more frequently, like this past week, and my gosh, I forgot. I got so much more social since I've been, like, talking with people in VR, and now I'm, like, chatting with everyone like crazy in real life again, and, like, everyone's, like, being all positive and such. So yeah. Definitely a big difference from, like, the past month where, like, I was getting all angry and such. Actually, I'll go to the mental checkpoint now. But basically, one thing I realized is because I was looking at, like, Dr.K's thing, and I was looking at some other, like, therapists and such, and then, like, one of those things that, like, some random therapists were talking about is when you've got trauma and all that such, sometimes you can, like, know the emotions to the point that you don't even realize that they're there. So you need to, like, try, like, focus on, like, feeling the sensations within your body and just notice what's happening. You don't have to do anything to them yet, but just noticing them, and then you can go fix them later. And so I've been, like, focusing on, like, noticing it since I heard that advice, and I'm just like, holy shit, a lot of things have been happening. And then I realized, wait, my sinuses have been tensing like absolute mad for so long, and I just didn't really notice because I've been so objective focused trying to get that done and get that done. And so apparently I was extremely stressed all the time. So I was a lot more irritable than I thought. Because supposedly with, like, trauma stuff, there's hemispheric lateralization, basically making it like some things basically, like, from trauma stuff, like, your brain makes adaptations, and one of those adaptations when I was growing up was, like, making it so, like, I don't feel emotions. That way I could actually do the things I need to do. I'm not in those kind of circumstances anymore, so now I need to actually go fix that and go back to like, being quote-unquote normal. So yeah, so basically what would happen is I wouldn't feel most emotions until they were overwhelming. Of course, since I got into VR chat, like, I feel a lot of the positive emotions, but I now need to go back into feeling the negative emotions, because negative emotions let you know what problems need to be fixed. If you don't even realize that, like, part of your brain isn't happy with something, you're not gonna go look to see what the problem is. And if you don't know what the problem is, you're not gonna go solve it. So yeah, because thing is, when I was growing up, it was very terrifying whenever, like, thinking about emotions, because, you know, when I was a little kid, sometimes I would just, like, get overwhelmed by the emotions and then cry until I sleep. But now I'm at that point in my life where that's not gonna happen. So now I just gotta go, like, fully remove, like, the rest of, like, the negative things I was growing up with by, like, noticing things and then cutting off all of these weeds in the brain, like, by the roots, so it never comes back again. So yeah, but basically but yeah, noticing things will make it so the connections get stronger, and so you'll get to feel your emotions, like, regularly again, so get back to normal. Now, I have known this was kind of a thing for most of my life, but, like, I thought it was, like, somewhat normal. I knew, like, not everyone was like that, because there are some very emotional people out there, But I'm like, it's somewhat normal. But I think because of the way I grew up, I did it a little too extreme. I only realized, like, the first time I realized how extreme it was like, I got a little bit of a cut on my finger when I was at work. And then, like, I didn't feel anything at all, but it was bleeding, and I was just, like, talking to my someone while they were getting a Band-Aid, and I'm like, it's not bad at all. And then, like, I was looking at them, and then I look back, and, like, the whole tip of my finger was completely covered in blood, and it was just running down my hand. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it is that bad. I thought they were, like, panicking over nothing, but, like, apparently I was bleeding a ton. So it's like, if that was happening there, how much of that is happening to the rest of my body? So now it's like, but at that point I didn't really think about, like, focusing on sensations because I was so busy at that time. But now, like, since I've been trying to go with notice your body sensations and emotions, and I'm like, oh, actually that's sore. Oh, that's really sore. Oh, that's also very sore. Yeah, and it also makes me realize, like, it's helping me be a lot more efficient with my movements. I mean, right now I'm probably not doing it because, like, I'm hopped up on, like, Monster and it's late at night. So yeah, but hopefully next month I'll be a lot more calm and actually, like, notice everything. I'm going to try to have, like, an actual, like, written list of exercises, because I notice I don't do my exercises if I don't have, like, them written down or something, and I keep on losing the list, and I'm going to have them in a proper space. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to go clear out my room, and clear out, like, a bunch of things to get things started, and then I'm going to make a list, and I'll get that all started. Basically, tomorrow's, like, the prep day. It's supposed to happen the past week, but then I got a little carried away with games, so yeah, whoops. Oh yeah, it's playing Abandon All right now. At one point, it was one of my top 5 favorite tracks, and I'm like, this one is probably the one that I like the most. At one point, I'm like, this is my theme, man. This is my theme. I'm kicking booty and doing all the things. Yeah. All right. Let's see. There. I think I talked about all of that. I'm just double checking to make sure I didn't miss anything too big. But yeah. Again, I kind of flip-flopped from having, like, good emotions and bad emotions based on, like, if I was doing good habits or bad habits. So yeah. Version 3 of Abandon All. I prefer the original, but this is okay too. It's more of a metal version instead of, like, the grungy kind of thing. It makes me think of, like, Killing Floor 2. Killing Floor 2 has a very different vibe from Killing Floor 1. Also, there's one part in this version of Abandon All that I like. You'll hear it in just a second. Yeah, this part. Just adding that in. Yeah, I love that transition. That's something that was missing from the original song. I feel. Because I feel like it's, like, a different, like, type of song from, like, the first part and the next part. But yeah. Let's see. I guess that's it. Yeah, I basically just ran into the mental checkpoint because it just, like, was connected. Efficiency checkpoint. Even though these checkpoints, I don't even know if I should even bother with them. But yeah, I like them, but at the same time, I'm just like, it feels like something's not right. Because as with a lot of things in life, there's a lot of things that are interconnected. So yeah, efficiency checkpoint. Yeah, so, the most effective thing that helped me so much is I was writing. If you did like pause and look at like the text document, you'll notice that like quite a few days had a thing I do not want to do like listed somewhere, and I cannot tell you like how much easier it was to expand the comfort zone when I was able to do that. And then like writing checks is something I always felt bad about. I don't know why, but I always felt bad. And then I like wrote a check, and I'm like, I can write this down on my list. And then like now I don't never feel bad about writing a check. So yeah, go figure. So that got rid of those emotions for some reason, and maybe that can happen for a lot of other things. And like, actually it did. So it made it a lot easier for me to just want to just do things just cause. So makes things easy to be productive when you're like, I can write this down for my quest or something. Let's see. Oh yeah, right. Even though I said that, I still should probably make a checklist. I was starting to do checklists at one point, but then I got a little tired and I didn't get around to doing that. So I still need to do something that makes writing checklists a little easier. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, knowledge checkpoint. Not much that I learned, but I did learn a lot more about weeding. There's a lot of different types of plants. Yeah. I will definitely say, I did destroy like a humongous bush. It was probably like 10 feet long or something like that. It was enormous, and it was filled with these vines that had these like 2 or 3 like inch long like thorns. It's like you could grab the thorns by the side, but they were very long. So it's like if you're not careful and you just like put your arm in there, like it will go through anything. It's like armor piercing thorns, and I'm not used to that. So I had to be very careful. I got poked once, and then I thought my gloves were pretty strong, but it went like right through on the first thorn. And I'm like, oh, there's thorns in here. So I had to be very careful for like the rest of that bush. But yeah. I didn't see any other thorns taking a glance around like my property, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. So that'll be nice. But yeah, it's been such a while. But yeah, I look forward to it because it's nice to just be like, everything here is all gone now. All right. Physical checkpoint. I have so much to say here. Or maybe I just wasn't very concise with my notes here. Again, I was kind of tired, and I didn't like write a lot of this like in the moment. So, whoopsies. Let's see. I did not get my scheduled exercises, and it sucks. So basically, one of the things that happened is I realized. Because last month, like, I was, like, doing some jackknife squats, and I was able to, like, bend my knees when I was at work, because I'm 6'2", so I have to go, like, bend down for, like, literally everything. But, like, being able to put my knees down, it's much easier. But, like, my body has, like, a resistance to want to move the legs at all. Because most of my life I just like bend over all the time, so it's a bit of a strain on the back. So, but once I did like the jackknife squats, it helped so much. However, I didn't do that at all like this month basically. So because of that, like I noticed like I'm not using my legs anymore at work, so I have to go back into that routine. So now I have more motivation to go do squats, because I don't want to ever do that again. Because there was a couple scary times this month when it comes to my back. One of those was like carrying a big heavy CRT TV. Normally we used to carry it with 2 people. The last time I carried it though, I felt very strong and I did it with almost no problems. But this time I was struggling. I could barely get it up, and I felt like I almost did some massive damage to my finger. But luckily, I placed it down in just the right place that it didn't do anything. Still got bruises on my legs, though, because I set it down on my legs a couple times, and it was a little too much pressure because it was just that heavy. I have 2 CRT TVs, and I just wanted to get the big one up there, like upstairs, just so I don't have to deal with it. Next time I use a CRT TV, it's going to be my old one, because it's like super light, it's like hollow. But the big one, the big heavy one, oh my god. I don't know what's in that thing, but it's super freaking heavy. And I felt like 2 rocks like grinding up against each other during part of like doing that. And that happened once when I was weeding too. So I'm also very scared, and I'm just like, okay, that doesn't feel good. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. But I don't think you're supposed to feel that. So I'm gonna go frickin' build more muscles and get used to like all sorts of exercises to like use the body in different ways. So yeah. That way I'm not just stuck standing, not stiff. So yeah, I gotta move around. So like if something happens suddenly, my body will be prepared for it and not just like just break as if something bad happens. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did some more streaming. I did it once last vlog, but I don't know if I mentioned it. And I did it like a few more times after that. And it did so much for my muscles. So like before Beat Saber, my arms were tubes. I got hills from Beat Saber. However, like the other side of my arm was still like very flat. Now that like I was doing like push-ups and like various other exercises on like the few days that I was like streaming my exercises, like there's like a little dip like in my arm, and like I feel there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that feels like muscle. What the heck? It's like such a different like look for my arm, even though I didn't like do a whole lot. It was only a few days. But to be fair, like I felt like I was dying after those few days. So I'm just like, maybe I can build muscle a lot faster than I thought. Yeah. Also, since I was streaming, there was a lot of silly comments. We'll just put it that way. I am gonna try going back to like streaming that. Basically, I was like doing exercises as much as possible. I was doing it a bit relaxed, so I didn't destroy myself, but like I would do it for like a whole hour, and people can just come by and talk whenever they want. And it went fine. Most people were talking on the first day because they're like, where the heck have you been? So yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh, what am I talking about here? My notes! They're stupid! I made stupid notes! What the heck? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I stopped streaming at one point because there was an event going on. And I'm like, oh, an event? Oh, my body feels like it's absolutely destroyed. I'll go relax for this event. And then I got distracted, and then I got junk food to go celebrate the event. And that was the big mistake, is getting junk food to celebrate the event. Because then junk food made me feel terrible, and then like I wouldn't get the sleep that I need. Thus forth, I couldn't get more exercise because I would be too exhausted and like too sore. So I wasn't able. So I got off my streaming thing for like exercise. So that's what happened. So, and like as more as like I do these vlogs, I'm realizing, these celebrations seem to be making a lot more like problems right now. Maybe for a while I need to like stop like celebrating as many things. I need to like have stricter rules for like what needs to be celebrated. So we'll go see what happens with that. Let's see. Of course, while I didn't do a whole lot of those exercises, I've been weeding a ton. So much weeding. And then if I haven't been weeding, I've just been organizing things in the house and on the computer and blah, blah, blah. So, lots of organization. But like the weeding, like I would get lightheaded a few times when I was weeding because, you know, I didn't want to get destroyed by thorns because since it's been a while since I've done weeding and I'm like catching up on like how bad I let it, I want to make sure I don't get like stabbed by a random thorn. So I've been wearing pants and long sleeves, so, and it's been hot and humid as well, so I'm like, I can take it, and then like I would get all lightheaded. So, and it always shocks me too because I'm like, it doesn't feel that bad out, and then like sometimes I'll just like stand up a little bit and I'm like, oh gee, okay, maybe I'll go back in the house for a minute. So it was a little scary from time to time. So yeah. But yeah, so one thing I definitely need to do is eat more food and water when I go outside to go weeding. It's not 100 degrees yet, but I'm surprised like it's affecting me that much. Yeah. And also, I gotta say, sugar has been helping a lot because I'm burning it off like right away. So I do wonder if like I'm like overdoing it on my body though, because the Beat Saber video I made today, I realized just how easy it is for me to like do Beat Saber if I've had sugar like immediately before doing Beat Saber. I noticed that with a previous like Beat Saber video. I don't know which one, but like I gotta say like the quick like pick me up like type food helps a lot. So I'll probably go have like bananas and apples before exercise in the future. But yeah. Also, this month, when it comes speaking of diets, I'm realizing how much caffeine and like monsters and have been like really messing with like my mind and its ability to focus. Because again, when I was talking about like the noticing like your emotions and such and the physical sensations, I was doing that for like emotional stuff and whatever, mental things. But now I'm realizing that's actually very helpful for diets as well. Because what I realize is when I have a monster, like it feels like I'm being slightly lifted up all the time, and it feels like it's like spinning a little bit, but mostly it's like it's pushing like my head forward a lot, like my brain. It's like it's so weird. It's like I didn't realize the monster was doing this whole time. It's a little concerning. So I'll probably reserve them just for celebrations, which I probably said before. But now I actually have a real reason to, because I realize this is not worth it. It's nice for those celebrations, but man, it really isn't worth it because every time I have a monster, like things go wrong. Yeah. But yeah, because again, like this month I'm going to be going into monk mode, which means no caffeine whatsoever, and it's all about focus. I can't be focused if I'm having stimulants like Monster. Monster's nice though. But like, I don't know. I like to be in control of my actions. I think you should value your ability to make decisions and control yourself above all. Let's see here. I think I already talked about the other things. Oh yeah, when I was talking about like the two rocks rubbing with my spine, basically, I'm really tempted to go look at like the anatomy now. Well, I'm not tempted. I'm going to go do that. That's gonna be like on the list of things that I need to go do this month. That way I have a better understanding of like what kind of exercises I need to do. Besides, I'm gonna need to know anatomy whenever I get around to like making models, maybe art. I don't know. Because I would like to make my own like personal model at some point. So yeah, we shall go see. I'm recording this before I do my vlog for once. Oops. I hope I stepped on it properly. I think I... Oop. There we go. Oh no. How heavy? They're light. Bop. No. No pictures, please. On your center of gravity. Relax your shoulders and relax. But what if I don't? There we go. 3, 2, 1. Measuring. Hello. How goes?
Okay. Smile. All done.
I am just eyes in the darkness. I am nothing else. I swear. Ooh, I'm on the right side today. Interesting. That's so weird. I'm usually on the left. I haven't been doing the pendulum thing. Normally I do that, but I haven't been doing that lately. So what do we got? Yeah. And I did just eat like a huge meal earlier today. How much is that? +2? Okay, yeah. I'm not too worried about that. I just ate like a huge freaking meal just to be like, I'm not going to be able to eat anything good for the rest of this month. I'm going to go have a pizza. And it'll be the last pizza I ever have. Because those pizzas that I love are getting really expensive. It's like $8 for pizza. And it is too much. It's like I could go put it away, but that pizza does not taste good when it's like reheated and such. It's like it has to be eaten right away. So I'm probably never gonna get that again. It's reserved for parties only, and even then, I don't know if other people would like that pizza, because I like soft pizzas. But yeah, I'm a little surprised it's not like I didn't gain more weight, because I am a little. I guess I didn't really eat a lot. I was very exhausted. Like whenever like I didn't have caffeine, I was exhausted because of caffeine withdrawals. And I'm gonna have a lot of caffeine withdrawals this month, because tomorrow I go to the dump. So any junk food that I have is getting tossed into the trash, because that stuff is trash. I don't need to put trash in my body. The trash should go in the trash. I guess eating too much. It's hard to eat in moderation, because how much you eat depends on like how much exercise you do. 7 p.m. and it's like 11:20 now. Yeah. The same time every day. Nah, I want to do it once a month. Alright. Let's see what we got. One for your body, one for your mind. Specifically chosen for me. No one else. Don't say it ain't so. It always feels weird to walk in place, because I never do that. Oh, I just realized my right foot is angled slightly. Let me just fix that. Maybe that's why it was balanced more on the right side. You're supposed to have your feet like pointed forwards. Yeah, that's more like it. That's interesting. And before, like, I do some other weird posture thing. Ah, here we go. Wait, twist your body. Oh, I don't remember this one. I don't remember this at all. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. Huh? Oh, hello. Oh, shit. Oh. I don't remember this. Come back here. Come back here. Come. Oh shit! I can't do that. Oh. Oh. This is actually kind of hard. Oh my god, that's hard. Holy shit! I don't remember ever doing this. I do remember following the ball at one point, but I don't remember it being like this. There's not. Wait, Bree. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm just tilting it? Oh. Okay, so I'm... Okay. I didn't know I could just tilt it. It's gonna say I'm so old. Oh. Failure. I don't remember that at all. And it's... At least I did the walking test. It's gonna say I'm like 60 or something, isn't it? With your Wii Fit Age. You are 90. You're gonna be in the grave soon. 42. 3. I wonder if it goes down sometimes. I haven't seen that. Alright. 8 years. A bit weaker than it could be. Yeah. That second test messed me up so much. I don't know. I kind of want to put the star. Even though we didn't do well. I'm just like, yeah, we have a star now. Because I'll probably never use the star in the future. Because I know there's a heart one, and I'll probably use that one a lot more. I didn't unlock all the stamps in the at one point. I wonder if I should use the Wii Fit more. Unlock all the outfits and all that such. Yeah. So. Not bad, not bad. It went down and went up. But yeah, this month I'm gonna be like super strict. It's just gonna be like lots of eggs. I'm gonna have kale, a lot of rice and beans. Someone told me that like if you have rice and beans, that's basically like a block of life. So you should have that if you're trying to like do dieting things. So we'll go see. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm feeling confident about what this next month is gonna do because I'm going into monk mode. So I'm gonna frickin' be very strict with everything because I won't be distracted by all the things. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Speaking of, creation checkpoint. I did nothing. I've been distracted with other things. Yeah, it's been like lower priority than other things because I'm just like, there's this thing and this thing and this thing. So I've just like been knocking things out as I see them. But I do get distracted by video games, and video games always make it so like my schedule gets messed up a lot. So hopefully this month. Wait, that kind of goes against. So that kind of goes against the monk mode thing. Well, I do need to like learn how to focus more, so I probably should do it next month because if I do it this month, I'll probably just end up looking at something else on the computer. So probably not gonna do Blender this month. Yeah. Oh shit, are we almost done? Actually, how long have we been doing this for? Half an hour. It does not feel like a half an hour. Let's see here. First things first. Game log. Well, I didn't really do any games other than MechWarrior 5. I played it with a friend, and I'm just like, how about we like go speed run the freaking campaign before like I go on monk mode, because like I know I'm gonna be tempted to go play it, and if we play only a little bit of it, it's gonna nag at me until I finish it. So I decided to go full on in with the campaign, and it took a little longer than anticipated. But I did finish it in 3 days. And, like, the first time we did MechWarrior 5, it took way longer, and we had 3 to 4 humans at all times, which makes it significantly easier because the AI is pretty dumb. They did improve the AI. The AI is usable now, but like humans are still better. But yeah. But back then I didn't know like how you're supposed to do things, so I kept on making a lot of like decisions that would make us go into like way harder missions than what our mechs are prepared for. So we'd always be like working on our repairs. Also, we weren't really using tactics. We weren't using tactics originally. When I did this newer playthrough, like, we normally didn't do tactics, but we did do tactics enough. Also, there was 2 weapons that made it significantly easier this time around. One is from the new DLC, the PPC X. Basically, it's a laser shotgun, and it does like more than twice the damage of a regular PPC. Yes, it spreads everywhere, but it's a ton of damage in a brawly game when everyone's gonna be like right up in your face. And since like we're not, if you're gonna go miss all the time with like the pinpoint weapons, you might as well just like go get like the spread damage type of guns. So that laser shotgun was extremely helpful. Because we could be lazy. Yeah. And then the other one is because we had yet another mech lab, and I was having fun with the SRM Infernos. So SRM Infernos, they do no damage, but they do something very, very powerful. They shut down the enemy mechs. So it all started off when we since it's YAML like gives you the Kobold mech right away, and so I like slapped on a couple Inferno 4s or Inferno 6s. I think it's 2 4s, and even with just 2 Inferno 4s, like that was enough to just shut down mechs just after like a shot or 2, and that blew my mind. And then soon after I got the Crusader. Then I had 4 SRM 6s with Infernos, and that was just an instant shutdown after 1 volley. And then later on, I'm just like, you know what? 4 SRM 4s is enough. And then I was just able to like kill things and shut them down. So that was a really fun time. So we did that until like the end of the game. And then towards the end of the game, well, they throw so much stuff at you. You just need to have lots of long range, high damage like builds. So that's when we started to like swap to like quote unquote proper builds. So yeah, but like when you're the biggest hurdle when it comes to like progressing through the campaign is making enough money and not like breaking things. So yeah, those 2 things, oh my god, it made it so easy. Funny thing is, like by the time we were done with like the campaign, we literally we're 1 jump away before the first DLC gives you a transmission. And I'm like, oh snap. Because normally, like, we're still in, like, mediums and maybe heavies when that DLC, like, interrupts us. And then here we are, we already beat the campaign before the first DLC pops in. So I thought that was hilarious. Yeah. Oh, and I could go talk more about all the mech stuff, but if I talk more about that, I'll be here for another hour or so. And also, I want to go play some more MechWarrior 5 today. This will be my last day. But yeah. So, with that said, boop. We're going to go back here. And disappear that. And do this. Wait, and do this. Smash. Yeah. Hello. Hola. I'm upside down. Oh yeah, I was looking at Smash and took an ungodly amount of time to look at mains. So we got Mr. Sethy Man over here. He's gonna be my main, cause like I realize there's a handful of characters that are like good with gameplay, and then I love their characters and stuff like that. But Sephiroth's the one that's probably not going to return. I am absolutely shocked he got into Smash in the first place. Like, we already have Cloud. It's like, I love Sephiroth to death. But like, I didn't think he would get in the game, and I didn't think he would be so fun. So yeah, it's kind of funny that like over the years, I've loved him for different reasons. Oops, I need to go further away from the edge of my thing. Ah! The real life is intervening. There we go. There we go. I mean, I gotta sound like, again, Bandanola is playing. I gotta be like, oh, I'm the big tough guy. I can take on anything. And what's Sephiroth like? He feels like the big final boss man. Yeah. Like, every time I play him, I feel like I've mastered a video game. That's, like, what it feels like when I play Sephiroth. So, I love playing him. That said, though, like, I spent an ungodly amount of time looking at all these characters. So, the rightmost column are characters, like, I have no interest in maining at all. For any reason. Like, maybe Lucina and Chrom, because they're fundamental. But I have Marth for that, so like I have no reason to go play those characters. And then like the column to the left of that are characters that like they're fun to play. I mean, well, every character, literally every character in Smash is fun to play. But like there's like I like something about like those characters in the left side, and like they'd be really fun to play. But like being honest, I'm never gonna go spend the time to go actually learn those characters, even though they're all fun. And Samus is just there because Dark Samus exists. I like Dark Samus fits that moveset a lot better, I feel. And then to the left are like characters that like possibly like I could get used to, but like I would have to spend so much time like learning them before like I even consider like maining them. And at that case, it's like I look at everyone to like the whole left side of the image, and I'm just like, I could just pick any of these other characters. So it's like, as much as I love these characters in this row, like Sheik, Greninja, and all those other ones, it's like they're still fun to play, and I think they're really awesome. It's just like they have too much competition. They have like better reasons. And then there's one to the left where it's like, these are all, most of these are like simplistic characters that are like really fun to play. But like, I don't see a lot of benefit from me trying to like go get better with them to like a competitive level. And they're just so fun casually. So I'm just like, I'll just leave them casually. Yes, even Snake. I love Snake. He's very fun. I did like a whole thing on him because I thought he was going to be like my go-to zoner kind of main, but as time goes on, I don't really like the frame 1 grenade thing, and if I have a frame 1 grenade thing, I'd rather play Duck Hunt, because Duck Hunt feels a lot more interesting to me. Snake feels like he shuts down people way too much. Duck Hunt kind of shuts down people a little bit, but not to the extent that Snake does. Yeah. And then, like, of course, like, Fox and all the way down to Olimar, like, all those characters, these are all characters that, like, they're very close to becoming, like a character I want to main, but most of them I don't have enough, I don't have enough, like, emotional attachment to them, or, like, what I'll have to put in for, like, learning their moveset is just clearly not worth like actually learning the character. Yeah. I mean, Inkling is really freaking fun, but like I have to nail those combos, and I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to do that. Even though supposedly the Nair combos are easy, I struggle with them. I feel like I have to be moving in a certain way for the Nair combos to be easy. Maybe if I spent more time with Inkling, sure. I mean, I did have a very fun time with Splatoon, but I don't think like I could main them like a lot of the other characters towards the left. Ah! What the heck? Come back here. That was weird. My hand must have glitched for a second. Yeah. Anyways. Let's see here. I'm just looking at the characters. Yes, even Olimar. Olimar is so freaking fun. Like, someone actually let me have a chance to go try to play him. And they didn't, like, complain about it and all. So I'm like, oh, I guess I'll go give him a shot. And my god, Olimar has some cool freaking combos. Yes, all of his attacks are just kind of like simple, basic attacks. But, like, because you have to manage the Pikmin, it's just like you're constantly adjusting. And it feels like every single match is like a completely different match. Like, Snake is kind of like that a little bit, because of the way of his timing, his grenades are. But, like, Olimar isn't stopping you from doing anything. If a Pikmin gets on you, you can keep on running and you can smack him in the face. Like, with Snake, like, he shuts off, like, so many things. But, yeah. But yeah, both Snake and Olimar, like, you can just kind of run past the projectiles, but, like, Olimar doesn't stop you as much as Snake does. But yeah, and then we got some characters on the line here, which are kind of like, ooh, I kind of want to. Like, if I main these characters, they'd be characters that, like, I would be known for, but, like, do I really care about them enough? Like, for sure, like, I would be the only one that people would know them for. Like, me Swordsman, like, the 2-2-1-3 is such an aggressive frickin' thing. And I love that it has the Rathalos set, which really fits in with, like, my time playing Monster Hunter. Because I played two different things, and that was, the Insect Glaive, which was really freaking fun, and then I later on swapped to Lance because I wanted to be a little more tanky and have something a little bit different, because Insect Glaive is very unique compared to like a lot of the other weapons because you can just be in the air all the time. I know it's more efficient to be on the ground, but like Insect Glaive is a lot different, but like once I picked up the Lance, it's so much more fun. However, it is kind of scary, but it was kind of funny because, like, someone else that was, like, very used to, like, Monster Hunter was like, wait, you just freaking tanked the dash from that guy? I forget what it's called. It's the dude that, like, ambushes you when you're on the giant lava monster. And then you later fight him at some point. It's that guy. He does, like, crazy damage and has a few, like, fast attacks. Since, like, Lance is so slow, I just blocked, and then, like, I was able to survive, like, the little dash attack thing. Because I know I'm not going to be able to sidestep that. So, he was shocked by that. And then later on, he, like, tried to go pick it up to see, like, why I liked playing the Lance. Because it's a very different thing. Because the only other time I had that kind of gameplay was in Terra Online, which is very similar. It's like basically you may be kind of slow, but like you just like you shield and you just constantly poke. You are not stopping. And then like while other people would have to run, you just stick to the enemy like glue. It's so incredibly aggressive, and I love it. Yeah. And then yeah, so that's why I like me Swordsman, Because the other like move sets for me swordsman, like I don't quite like it. Like the Chakram Gale Tornado, it's like it felt a little boring. But like the 2-2-1-3, like there's constant action. The only problem is it's like it might get repetitive. That's the only thing I worry about that moveset. However, just because something's repetitive doesn't mean it's bad, because you'll generally have someone else as well. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I guess I'll talk about the other one, the Me Gunner. Me Gunner's is fun. It's like, I like Samus, but Samus feels very cheaty in this game. Like, their hitboxes are so huge, they get very rewarded a lot. Also, like, their floatiness does annoy me from time to time if I'm actually fighting someone that's good. Me Gunner does feel like a much lower tier version of Samus, but they have like a lot more unique things about them that I like. Yeah, but with the Doomslayer one, I have the charge burst, I have the missile, and then I have like lunar launch for now. I could change it to like I think it's arm rocket, and then I have the grenade. And that's like the one I have for Mr. Doomslayer, and that's kind of fun. Because my favorite thing about Samus is her charge shot, so I can go do that with Me Gunner. Except Me Gunner has like a lot more like cool moves to him, and you can move her. Also, that scream on the frickin' dirge track right now, I can never take it seriously. Like, death screams, it's so rare. It's like they all sound silly to me. It sounds like they're overdoing it. It's really funny, though. Sorry for the cough. I swear I try to drink enough water, but, like, I'm still really thirsty. Ugh. Probably because I drank that monster. That's probably what's killing my throat. But yeah, like, Doomslayer's been really fun. However, like, the more I play Me Gunner, like, I haven't tried, like, a time where I, like, actually, like, look at, like, everything in specific and try to actually play them like a main yet. But, the more I play them, the more I'm, like, kind of shifting to, like, Ray MK3 or 2. I forget which one it is. But basically, the only big thing is changing Lunar Launch to, like, Arm Rocket, which is the one that doesn't have a hitbox, and you just, like, basically, like, move like an air dash, like, from Custom Robo, and then, like, I replaced the charge burst with the grenade. The grenade is really cheesy, but, like, when I got the grenade, the bomb, and the rocket, it feels like I'm playing freaking Custom Robo, and it feels so fun. It doesn't feel like Smash for the most part, but it's like one of the only characters that lets me, like, projectile spam quite that much. Like, I think the only other, like, projectile spammy characters that I like to play a lot are, like, Duck Hunt, which is ungodly hard. And also I don't care about the character too much, but as I get more trolly, I've noticed maybe that'll change. But yeah. And then the other one is Toon Link, which I'll talk about in a moment. Well, actually, I'll go talk about him now. He's basically what I expect out of a Link main. Thing is, Young Link is absolute cheese incarnate, and I cannot take him. It's just like being able to combo people from across the stage and just kill them. Those arrows are so freaking annoying, and I don't wish that upon my enemy. That's why I won't ever play like Mega Man, even though I think Mega Man has some cool things. Those lemons are really annoying, and even like the Metal Blade can be a little annoying at times, but it's not that annoying. But yeah, like, and that's also why I don't like Falco Laser. I don't like Sheik Needles, because, like, if people are just, like, poking you with them, it's just like, why? Why are you doing this? You're just stalling the match. You're not stopping me from doing anything. You're just stalling the match. Stop. But yeah, the frickin' Ray. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I talked about everything about the Me Gunner stuff, so. Yeah, Toon Link, he's so fast on the ground, and he feels very, like, as time goes on, I've been liking floaty characters. So Toon Link has been fun, and he's now like my preferred moveset of the Links. Oh yeah, Big Link I also don't kind of like because initially I liked the bombs, but like I feel like they're kind of cheesy. I feel like I'm not really playing Smash nearly as much with him compared to Toon Link, which is strange to me because I used to think it was the other way around. But that bomb like lets you invalidate so many things from other players, and like while the purpose of a main is to like win, I don't like invalidating what other people are able to do. Yes, I see Sephiroth over there. He walls people out, but he's very sluggish. If you're using your brain, you can get in on him with just about any character. Like, and then of course, like, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that can't get in on Sephiroth. Like, even Incineroar, he has revenge. You don't want to give him revenge. Because his damage is insane. Yeah. And then there's Rosalina and Luma. Because I just like her style. Also, when I played Mario Galaxy at one point, I freaking loved her for some reason. Loved the heck out of that character. I don't remember why. I'd have to go back and play it, but they must have done something that introduced her in a cool way. So maybe I'll have to go play that at some point. I don't have Galaxy though. That's the problem. Oh well. One day. One day I'll go get it again. Oh, actually, I never owned it. I actually, what happened was I played it all at a friend's house. I played through the entirety of the Mario playthrough, and then I did the entire thing again with Luigi, and I 100%ed it on both. Yeah. But he was like, holy shit, dude. You're kicking ass at this game. You're going through it so fast. Yeah, back in my super gamery days. I'm still a little shocked that Toon Link's the link that I chose. It's like after all these years of like playing Smash Ultimate, I thought he would be the last one because he's the most projectile focused one, but like that's kind of why I like the Links. The other reason is I like the 90% fast fall speed of regular Link and the spike and his Nair. But like I feel like the Nair feels so freaking cheap. So like I actually feel kind of bad playing the Big Link now. He feels like a noob killer at this point. But yeah, Toon Link feels like a lot more balanced, so I kind of like him now. Now, one thing that's different is like I am highly considering Mewtwo. Like I really want to play Mewtwo. He's been so much fun. Like every time I've been picking him up, because when I was looking at like all of these characters, I'm just like thinking about like all the play styles that they are, and Mewtwo's basically like a little bit of everybody. Like he has a little bit of zoning. He kind of rushes you down a little bit, even though like he doesn't have the craziest frame data. Like that Nair like is pretty good if you can get it out, and he just has combos that will just delete you, but he also gets deleted, and it's just like, I don't know, I just really love playing Mewtwo. The only reason why he's lower is because I feel like he's similar enough to Lucario, but I don't think I could ever play Mewtwo over Lucario. However, like the more I play Mewtwo, I'm like, I don't know, I'm really digging the Mewtwo. He's so swaggy with his movement. I freaking love it. Yeah. And Ridley, I'm starting to decide maybe I should go leave him towards like casual matches only. I still can't fully commit to that, but like Meta Knight and Ridley, even though they are very different playstyles, they feel similar enough to Sephiroth, strangely, that like I feel like I can't main hit them over Sephiroth in Ultimate. Next game, Sephiroth's gonna be gone, so they'll be back on the table. But for this game, since I'm like maining Sephiroth, Meta Knight and Ridley are gonna be on the side, because they're both like all three of them are like glass candy, speedy characters that have like good range for their size and such. So they're all really fun. Ridley is more on the heavy read side, and just like getting tippers and such. Meta Knight, like, oh my god, he has the frame data of like a Rushdown character, it feels like. Because I was looking at like Meta Knight and Fox, I'm like, wait a minute. His frame data is nowhere near as bad as people have been saying. What's going on here? I thought he was supposed to just get dash grab and dash attack. So yeah, I've been experimenting with like the way I play Meta Knight after looking at the frame data a bit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's actually a lot more fun now. Still, Sephiroth's here. I'm not gonna secondary Meta Knight. He's too similar. I wanna have someone else. That's not just another swordie. Even though it is kind of funny to be like, oh, my sword's too big. Let me get a shorter one. But yeah. You see Sonic here. And you see Lucario. Those are the two that, like, they don't overlap with, like, Sephiroth at all. I mean, I guess you can make an argument for Sonic because he covers so much distance so quickly. But, like, they both have to get really close. And I was looking at, like, Lucario's range, and he has the same range as Pichu, which shocked the heck out of me. I'm like, I knew his range was short, but I didn't know he had the range of Pichu. So yeah, it's like, no wonder he felt so short range. And the thing is, he doesn't have the crazy frame data of Pichu, because he's more of like a power type character. But yeah, I've been struggling to decide between Lucario and Sonic, because, you know, Sonic has a reputation for doing the spin dash all the time and just running away all the time. So I don't know. And then Lucario, I think he feels pretty balanced, and he feels like he's the most normal, quote-unquote, character here. Like, the only thing crazy about him is, like, his aura, in that, like, when you actually start getting good with him, you gotta use the aura sphere mix-up movement. And I feel like he's, like, the most, like, non-cheesy of the ones that are here, because you're not gonna get to high aura. You're not getting the high aura against good people. So, yeah. It feels like every battle with Lucario is an uphill battle in Ultimate, because everyone kills so freaking early. Unless if you're like Inkling or Pikachu. So yeah. I'm tempted to have a Lucario like pocket just for my Pikachu main friend though. That'd be kind of funny. But I don't know if he likes that or not. Let's see here. But Sonic, I am shocked, because the more I play that character, I'm just like, he has so many freaking options. I get to be so freaking aggressive with this man. Why are people hating on this character? Again, I don't watch like that many competitive footage of Sonic, and whenever I do, it's Sonic's, and maybe I'm just watching all the aggressive ones when Sonic's is there. I don't know, because whenever I see Sonic that's not made my Sonic's, it's like they feel like they're doing a lot of the same thing, whereas Sonic's like he mixes, he like changes up his options a lot more than, from what I've seen. Of course, when I look at comments, it sounds like he's changed his playstyle quite a few times over the years, so maybe I'm just looking at all the good ones. But yeah, that's the Smash thing. Yeah. Let's see here. I am almost done. So that's all the Smash talk. I was some people were tempting me to go play a game that is pure evil. League of Legends. I don't really care. I don't see what people like about in League of Legends. I like doing silly builds, but outside of the silly builds, I am not really feeling it. I'm not feeling the League of Legends. So, that said though, there's a few characters that I have planned out. I spent too much time. I spent like 5 or 6 hours looking at the list because there's so many gosh darn champions that they've added over the years. But yeah, I figured it would be Warwick because he's simple. And if he's a simple character, I can learn the rest of the game really quickly and then go someone more tricky. Also, I have a skin for him, so yeah. And he works well with like the other people that like play the game because everyone else wants to be squishy players. So I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just be Warwick and just like stun people and just like make it so everyone just like dies for my teammates. So also it's really fun to just like walk normal speed and then, ooh, he's almost dead. Zoom and just go all the way across the map instantly. So freaking fun. But yeah, and then like there's other characters I've been thinking about. Rek'Sai is basically my other go-to diver because most of the other divers I don't care about. Rengar's kind of there, but he's like an assassin. I feel, and supposedly he's really hard, so I don't know. But then, again, since everyone's always likes to be squishy people, I might go like one of the more tanky people, like the Volibear, Shyvana, Skarner, Zac. I don't know enough about these characters, so yeah, it's like these are, and then like the rest of these junglers, I'm just like, maybe, but I'm not really interested in them too much. I'm sure they're fun. I know, like, I know these are all fun characters. It's just like, nah, it's not my style. Also, Gragas and Trundle. I don't want to be a stinky man. There's a reason why, like, Wario is, like, the character, like, I least want to play in Smash. They're funny, but, like, I don't want to be fat and stinky. But, yeah. Yeah. I might pick up Kindred at some point, but they're the hardest one, so I feel like that's never going to happen. Also, one person likes the main Action, so that's why Shaco's up here, because Action and Shaco can both go invisible. That sounds like a fun time. Oh yeah, also, they play Teemo as well. Teemo and Action, so I might join in on the stealth action. I don't know how well that would work. I don't know much about Shaco. So, I just know everyone hates him. So, go figure. And Kha'Zix was like an old main when he first came out. Yeah, I loved playing him. But like, he's very hard. You have to be awake to play him because he's so squish. And you have to... Like, when people actually start using minions to disable your isolation bonus, you have to be so incredibly careful. You have to really know like what the other people can do, because if you get stunned, you're instantly dead. And that's the case with like Fiddlesticks and Ivern. They're also squishy characters, so you have to be very careful. But like Fiddlesticks and Ivern are probably closer to like what I'd actually want out of a main. I love the two of them. I like scaring people, and I like just being a cool, relaxing person that helps my friends. So like those are probably going to be the two that I like, but they're not like a normal freaking jungler. So, oops, there we go. So I don't know. Those are the characters. But yeah, some people didn't like Ivern being on their team for some reason. So I don't know. But like my friends like Ivern on their team, so that's all that matters, right? Fiddlesticks is fun, but like he's much harder. Why did you like? There we go. Actually, I don't need this up anymore. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna like play League. But, like, those are the characters I would play if I did play League. Because I realize a lot of the time, they'll go on for, like, 30 to 45 minutes. And that's not even counting the time they got wait in queue. It's like... I mean, if I had more time, sure. But, yeah. One person told me, like, go play a few games in a single day, and then you'll be fine. I'm like, nah, I don't know. Because... I feel like I'm pushing it with Smash. I try to do like 30 minutes of Smash in a day for like practice and to keep warmed up. And then like that's the time of a single game in League of Legends. I'm just like, how? So yeah, I'll probably drop League of Legends. Just like I have many times. It feels weird because I actually found a group of League of Legends players that don't rage. so many times in the past in my life. Like, there would always be people who would be like, hey, I'll play League with you. I don't rage. Really, I don't. And they always did. So, like, actually getting a group of, like, League of Legends players that don't rage, absolutely shocking. I didn't know it existed. Because there's so many reasons for someone to get mad when you play League. Like, the gameplay mechanics are, like, so focused towards, like, a toxic, like, mindset. It's so surprising to me. Alright. So, with that said, Beat Saber video. Zelda! Yeah. Because frickin' weeding in nostalgia. I still need to go finish Breath of the Wild, I swear. I'll try to go... Is it at the top of my list? Oh shit, I need to go look at my list. My list! Quickly! The list! Before everyone loses their attention! No! I think it's at the top of my list. Bop. And bop. Yeah. Yeah, it is actually at the top of my list. Oh yeah, outside of Rain World. Rain World died though. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to go edit everything, and then I'm going to go do Tears of the Kingdom, and if the support ticket still doesn't go through, I'm just going to go make another playthrough. And then I don't know if I'm going to, like, try to record that one or not. I probably should. Like, the randomness of Rain World is so fun, so I'll probably get around to that. I probably won't have my avatar in it, though, because I'll want to get through it really quickly. So, yeah. Because I want to go play Tears of the Kingdom before the next Smash comes in, because if Rauru gets to be a character, I want to be, like, all over that. He seems like a cool guy. I want to know all the things about him before I get spoiled to heck. I mean, I have an idea of what happens later. I don't know. Anyways, Beat Saber. But yeah, I figured I'd do like the Zelda stuff. But yeah, and I mentioned earlier that like I had like sugar. I had like a bowl of ice cream before playing Beat Saber, and that got me so much energy, and I just like did it all in one take. Usually I do like a few different takes, because I'm like, I want it to be like decent enough. But this time I just did it on the first try, because like it didn't feel like my body was like messing up at all or anything. Like there was a couple like, of course I missed a couple notes, but like sometimes the tracking like messes up in just a slight way. So I just don't care too much about that. And then some of them are like, some of the songs I've done are kind of hard, so I don't feel too bad about it. So yeah, but I had a fun time. It does make me want to play the original game though, because it was like a remix of like songs from the first game. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess that's it. So I'll see you the next time. Oh fuck, I forgot to change it. I gotta do this proper. There we go. I hope you have a wonderful time. Farewell.